All right. The Commissioners Court will conduct a public hearing on Tuesday, August 20 at 11:22, Commissioners Courtroom, Brazos County Administration Building, 200 South Texas Avenue, Suite 106. Commissioners Court will consider a plan for the county clerk's archival fund to hear comments on the proposed plan. All interested parties are invited to attend said hearing and present their cause, if any, for or against the proposed plan. We'll turn it over to you, Karen.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. I'm here to present the Record Management and Archival Plan for fiscal year 2025 as required by the local government code. This is not a new plan. This is just an ongoing of the things we've done in our office as far as digitizing and preserving our records. I've given you an updated plan like I do every year, and as you can see, we've gone through quite a few of the phases. We've got all our deed records archived, we've got all our deed of trust, our releases, oil and gas. Anything that does with land records are now archived and online for public view through our website. We have all the Commissioner Court records now on Laserfish. That's available for public view. They can get online. We're still working on phase 7. We've got a few marriage license books they're finishing up that were left off of the original plan. Somehow I miscounted. We're now working still on phase 8, which is the probate case records. This was going to be a 3-year process. We've stretched it out to a 5-year process because they found mold on a lot of those old probate records, which I'm not surprised because we found some up in the old Bryan Hospital attic years ago and nothing was ever done. They were just left in a box and then put in a file. So that project, I was hoping to be completed in 3 years. It's going to take another couple of years just because of the cost of getting the mold off the papers. We still have a few things left to do. We've got some old military records we're going to have preserved this coming year. We've got some old election records that we're going to have preserved and get online in this next year. So at this point, if you have any questions, we're getting to the end of getting all our records restored and preserved. I invite you to come over and the public to come and look at some of our books that we've redone and encapsulated and just see what we're doing. But as of right now, this is where we're at. I will be coming back to the court not next week, but the following week to approve the fee that we're collecting and then go from there. So if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Thank you for the job you do.
Yeah, that's progress. Wow.
Yeah, and just since I've been on the court, the archival records have been digitized, and you've just made great progress, so we thank you.
We were a little slow getting started, but we wanted to get the funds in place and do the project as we have the funds to pay for it. It's easier to keep up that way.
And the importance of maintaining those records from a historical perspective is so important.
Yes, ma'am. In our warehouse, we still have the original deed books back in the 1800s, and there's nothing like the smell of old paper and the touch. So we still have those in our warehouse, and they're climate controlled, so they'll be around a long time.
Yeah. Okay, there's a light at the end of the tunnel here.
Yes, sir.
What happens, I assume that the fees, once we get to the end of the tunnel, unless there's other things that we find that we have a necessity to archive,
Yes.
Those fees get adjusted at that point?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Excuse me.
And that's all I have.
Anybody from the public got questions, comments?
And I invite you to come over to the office. I'd love to show you what we have.
All right.
Thank you,
Karen.
Thank you, Karen.
We've come a long way from turning pages.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. We will adjourn. It's 11:27.
Be back at 1:30.
Yeah, we got 1:30.
1:30?
Yep.